It was a day of high drama in Kerala as the PFI, that's the Popular Front of India, went on a rampage to protest the arrest of its leaders by the NIA. What happened today through the day? Petrol bombs were hurled, buses and shops were vandalized, and window panes of vehicles were smashed. Now, PFI protesters also clashed with the police. This was a dawn to dusk hartal that was called by the PFI. It drew the ire of the Karnataka High Court. Some 200 of its cadre were arrested today as well for vandalism. Now, this hartal is coming a day after central agencies, including the NIA and ED, conducted raids across 15 states against the PFI, arresting more than 100 of its leaders. Let me go straight across to Dharani, who is joining us live on the story. Dharani, we have seen these protests play out in Kerala, and we have seen these protests play out in Tamil Nadu as well. In Kerala, we know that about 200 of their cadres are under arrest. What was the situation like where you are reporting from?
Well, in Chennai, around 2:30 p.m. today, a huge protest was undertaken by several Muslim organizations here. So around 150 to 200 Muslims came together in Washerman Pet area in Chennai, and they were protesting against the NIA and ED for raiding PFI offices and houses of PFI leaders. So remember, yesterday around 8 districts in Tamil Nadu, including Chennai, were raided by the National Investigation Agency and Enforcement Directorate. Most of the raid spots were houses of PFI's top functionaries, and apart from that, the head office of PFI in Chennai's Purasevakam area was also raided. So several documents were taken away by, and also pen drives were taken away by the NIA and ED officials here after the completion of the raids, and several people, several top functionaries belonging to the PFI were also detained by the NIA for further questioning. So that was the situation here. So during the raids yesterday itself, there was a huge clash between the PFI members and the local police here. In fact, the PFI members were raising slogans and shouting at the local police and the NIA officials who were riding in several raid spots. So the situation was out of control in several areas, and the police had to bring in additional force to maintain the law and order.
Okay, so it essentially became a law and order situation, you're telling us, Dharani. Let's go across to Vivek. And Vivek, before I come to you, thank you, Dharani, for that report. Vivek, before I come to you, I just want to play out a report that Imran had filed just to tell us what the situation was like on the streets of Kerala. First, you had a bus driver who decided that he needs to wear a helmet if he's coming to work today because the PFI is going to get violent. And then you actually had a bus that was completely damaged. My colleague Imran was there and sent us this report earlier on. Let's just take a look at that, and then I'm going across to Vivek.
We can see here that how this bus was another bus which was damaged here, and this is the which is now hit the Kerala High Court now. The High Court is saying that this to take stock of the situation, and this is the second bus which you can show you examples of how big stone was thrown at there. This is where, let me go, sir. सुबह में कितने बजे पत्थरबाजी हुई है?
इतना 5:55 अले इतना 6 बजे
6 बजे हुआ. आप कहाँ से कहाँ जा रहे थे?
आलवा से पेरुम्बावूर से
पेरुम्बावूर से आलवा जा रहे थे. सर, आप कहाँ से कहाँ जा रहे थे?
पेरुम्बावूर से आलवा जा रहा था.
अच्छा.
सुबह 6 बजे हुआ था ये.
सुबह 6 बजे हुआ है. अच्छा, आप बस में कितने लोग थे जब?
16 लोग हैं. 16
लोग थे. 16 लोग बस से जा रहे थे सुबह पेरुम्बावूर से आलवा जा रहे थे. तो क्या हुआ, किसने पत्थर मारा?
वो 3 आदमी वो बाइक पे आया है और वो रुक के बस रोक के पत्थर मारा था.
बस कहाँ पे रोका था?
इधर सामने वो MES स्टॉप है.
जी, MES स्टॉप है.
सॉरी, ये स्टॉप है MLS स्टॉप
पे 3 लोग बस बाइक में आए. चेहरा ढका हुआ था, चेहरा खुला था?
चेहरा हेलमेट पे ढका हुआ था.
हेलमेट पहना था, चेहरा नहीं पता चला. बस में पैसेंजर कितने थे जब?
16 पैसेंजर थे.
16 पैसेंजर थे. किसी को चोट लगी?
नहीं, किसी को.
तो ये पत्थर फेंका उन्होंने. दो पत्थर फेंका. एक यहाँ पे दिखाई, ये पत्थर है. और you can see this is a 2 stones, which big stones were hit at this bus, and the entire glass was damaged here. There were 16 passengers in the bus during this time. They are informing us they are the employees of the Kerala State Road Transport Corporation. They're saying that early in the morning when they're going from Perambadur to Aluva, which is the stronghold of the PFI, these 2 stones, people came in. This seems to be the modus operandi, that people came in bikes, 2 bikes. They were wearing the helmet and they started pelting stones at the bus, not to ply it, and for this enforcing the hartal here. These are the stones of which they pelted stones at the bus, which you can see the entire glass, the front portion of the glass is entirely damaged. आपको कुछ चोट तो नहीं लगी?
नहीं हाँ? उसको आंख पे थोड़ा थोड़ा चोट लगी है वो
आप क्या हुआ?
കല്ല് വന്ന കണ്ണിന്റെ കൂടെ ഞാൻ കുനിഞ്ഞു കണ്ണു പോയനെ
Acha, so when they hit the stone, then he tried to avoid it and they hit himself and he's injured his eye. That's what the driver is informing us. There were 16 passengers in the bus when they pelted the stones. Thankfully, no one was injured, but the Kerala High Court has taken stock of the situation. They've pulled up the DGP asking how they allowed the incident to happen, that public property do damage like this. Thankfully, there were 16 passengers in the bus, but no one was damaged. But you can see the kind of devastation we're seeing because of the hartal called by the PFI activists against the arrest of the leaders by the NIA.
We've just seen Imran's report, Vivek, from Kochi. Is the situation calm now? Are things over? The hartal is over and tomorrow will be a calm day in Kerala?
Shreya, as we understand right now, Anil Khan, the DGP of Kerala, who spoke to us, to the media today evening, said that, the situation is under normalcy as of 3 o'clock in the evening, and said that 171 PFI activists has been arrested as of today. And what is even more shocking is that 71 buses of the KSRTC has been damaged today. Remember, today Kerala saw one of the hartal in which, the attacks, there was a widespread attacks, sporadic incidents of violence that's been reported across Kerala. We ourselves have filed reports from different parts of Thiruvananthapuram today, from KSRTC buses and from various places where we clearly saw what happened on the ground. There was clear, evidence to show that the PFI activist has been indulging, in violence, across the state of Kerala. The KSRTC and the Kerala government has clearly informed the High Court that, there were 71 buses that was damaged, and said that, and the High Court has registered a suo motu case as far as these incidents are concerned. Remember, the PFI has called for a hartal today, protesting against the arrest of senior PFI leaders yesterday. Remember, 25 senior PFI leaders has been arrested yesterday.
All right, Vivek, we'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us. With that, it's a wrap from me, but news and updates continue right here, so do stay with us.